Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin 2, Part 37. In the last part, we did Sublevel 1 and Sublevel 2 of Subterranean Complex, and I got really annoyed, so in this part we're gonna continue on the Subterranean Complex. We still got a long way to go, so let's continue. And I'm starting to get severely annoyed with this cave, and it's only Sublevel 3, so let's try not to fail, I guess. That'd be the word to use. So, I'm gonna try and quickly get through a few of these, I guess you could say, easier sublevels. I mean, they're not really, there's no real super easy sublevels besides the first one. I mean, we flew through that. That was not hard at all. But there's a few sublevels in this cave that are really, that take, like, forever if you don't get a good layout, so... And I have a funny feeling, knowing my luck, I'm not going to get a good layout, so... That's fine. If the game wants to continue to mess with me, I'll just have to deal with it. But we do have a white flower here, so... We're starting to get into the theme of farming in this cave. Well, there's no theme, I mean... I've said this before going into this cave a few parts ago, we're going to be farming Pikmin in here. So this is the start of farming, I guess. We're going to be seeing a lot more flowers throughout the rest of the cave. Which is a good thing. Okay, there's lots of fire on this sublevel, so we definitely want to be careful we don't randomly get Pikmin in the fire and then die, you know. And you definitely want to be careful not to have the cannon beetles. Whoa, I thought that was a bomb. You definitely want to be careful to have don't want the cannon beetles to send your Pikmin off the edge. That would be pretty bad. Okay, wait, hang on. Okay, let's get rid of this fire spout. Let's not throw them in the fire. Let's get them to destroy the fire. See, that was easy. We don't even need red Pikmin, you know? Okay, so now we got a few of the... well, actually, there's only 3 treasures on this sublevel, so I didn't get a bad layout. So let's... Hello, Mr. President. Let's get moving. I guess we'll sacrifice our red Pikmin since they're not really important. Vital, I guess. 3. Okay. Oh my god, I totally forgot about the fire. I'm such an idiot. I thought I was gonna smooth through, or, you know, get out of this fire. Okay. Stop the presses. Let's get this fire out. With the safety of our red Pikmin while we have them before they're in the white Pikmin, so... I believe these are the only fire hazards, so... They should be good. The purple Pikmin should be good to go now. Hello, I want the red Pikmin, not the purple Pikmin. One... Throw a few more on these so they get moving faster. And we'll throw these 5 red Pikmin in the flower. And that's it for this sublevel. I'm not really worried about nectar because we're going to be getting a lot in this cave, so I'm not worried. In fact, I believe the next sublevel is the rest sublevel, and we're gonna get some flowers and some nectar, so... Yeah. Coiled launcher, 70 Pokos. So far, this cave has not really started out the way I wanted it to. I've already failed a bunch on sublevel 2, and that's, like I just said at the beginning of this part, that's not even the hardest floor. 60 Pokos, super strong stabilizer. I mean, there's like... about 4 floors in this cave that are super hard. Well, define super hard. On a scale of 1 to 10, there's 4 floors in this cave that are on a 7.5 to 8. It just depends on the layout. Omega flywheels, 60 pokos. The major cause of why they'd be so hard is, like I just said, depends on the layout. If you get a bad layout, you're gonna have a hard floor. If you get an easy layout, you're gonna have an easy floor. So, and that just depends where the treasures are put, where the hazards are put, and where the enemies are put. So, it just all depends on the random floor generator. I guess that's what it is in the game. So, yeah, a nice sublevel 4 is a nice rest sublevel, so definitely take advantage of it. Got nectar and stuff, but we got flowers, and that's one of the important things. So in this cave, we're going to be able to farm white and purple Pikmin, and there are 2 floors that are rest sublevels, and this is the first one. So in this one we're gonna farm white Pikmin because we don't have any purple flowers on this floor at all. So okay, just throw them in. I'm using red Pikmin because might as well. I haven't even needed the yellow Pikmin yet, but we're going to need them. A lot of nectar. I was kind of hoping to get a bitter spray or another spicy spray, but there should be a few more eggs, I think, on this floor. Yeah, there's 4. Okay. Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting the tights though. Okay, let's stop screaming around, running around, screaming, whatever. It's all fine, they're dead. Which I don't really understand. Where would the Matites go if they went back into the ground? Because when they fall off the abyss, unless there's like a part there, like down there, where they wouldn't fall into the abyss, like, I don't get it. Pikmin logic, you know? That's the answer to almost anything in this game. I've just forgotten about it. It's like a rule in math or theory in geometry or theory in science. It's like that special rule you're supposed to remember, you know? So, if anything doesn't make sense in Pikmin 2, it's Pikmin logic. Or in Pikmin 1, you know? That's just what you use, Pikmin logic. Then it all makes sense. Even though you may not understand, it makes sense. Because people have proven it, that it makes sense. So that was sublevel 4. It wasn't too hard, because it was a rest sublevel, even though it is still possible to lose Pikmin on every floor in this cave. It still wasn't difficult. Okay, sublevel 5. I guess that's a good example of what we're going to be dealing with. We got suicide spiders, we got bomb rocks from the sky, we got bomb rocks on the ground, we got it all. This sublevel is probably one of the most well-known sublevels in the game overall. Just because of the fact this whole floor is just pure bomb rocks. It's just pure bomb rocks. And that is why it's so dangerous. You definitely don't want to take any Pikmin with you when you go out at first, because you're just going to get annihilated. Because there's so many suicidal spiders and bomb rocks. And of course, both treasures are on opposite ends of this floor. And this is a unique sublevel. It's only used twice in this game. And it's used in this cave, and it's used in another one in the final area of the game. So it's used in one of the last caves of the game. So. Okay, which is ironically completely different. Like the theme of the sublevel is completely different compared to this one. This one's just pure bomb rocks. So now that you've I highly recommend going out for like a little scout run with one of the captains or both of them. Once you have went around, I would recommend getting your white Pikmin, which we have 35. Wow. We went up 20 because we came in here with 15, so it's not bad. I'm gonna do the longer one first. But once you do that, I would highly recommend having a good amount of white Pikmin with you, because since white Pikmin are the fastest, they're your best bet of getting these treasures back safely and quickly. Because as you can see, you got bomb rocks to deal with. Still, some of them only appear when Pikmin are around, so yeah, it's still dangerous. And it's kind of stupid. Why don't they just let all the bomb rocks kind of appear when you do your little scout run? But whatever. I'm gonna take a gamble and say they're gonna get back safe, so let's go get the other treasure. It is a bit of a risk to just be like, oh yeah, they'll make it back fine. Because they might not. You never know. Okay, so the first treasure. 75 Pokos. Mystical Disc. It's like a clock, or face of a clock or something. What's funny about the suicidal spiders is, well, volatile spiders, whatever you want to call them. I think they'll make it back. Is before they commit suicide and die, you can actually damage them a little bit with your captains, or your Pikmin, I guess, if you're willing to do that. If you're a risk taker, a huge one. You can actually damage them a little bit, which really doesn't make much sense because that just gives you less time to, I don't know, I guess run away from them before they create a huge explosion, so they're just kind of fun to mess around with by yourself with captains. Adamantine Girdle. I think that's how you pronounce that. 70 Pokos. Let's delve deeper. So, that's the third sublevel now that we've done pretty good with. I mean, really haven't had much trouble since sublevel 2, so maybe we can recover from this. Maybe. Sublevel 6, though, might have might change our outlook here, because sublevel 6 is one of the 4 floors that are super dangerous. And you know what? We're gonna do this next time because this floor might take a while. So in the next part, we're gonna continue to tackle the subterranean complex. So I'll see you guys then.